Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to the actual adoptable review of Impel. So, last we left off, we did the batch with Knife Hand and stuff. So, now we're going to be getting into the mini one, which I probably consider it to be the worst one. But, like, the only exception being Lady Needle. But, yeah. So, let's start off with Serpentina. So, go ahead, Impel.
Again, a Medusa-like character. Her elastic ability comes from able to mimic snakes and able to produce snake-like features in her body. Other than that, it's just a simple, plain design.
Yeah, and I think that's what I like about it.
Yeah, but you consider this batch the worst, so...
No. Like, there are some good character designs here. We haven't gotten to the bad ones.
I don't... Okay.
So don't worry.
So, okay. What was Iron? What do you like about Serpentina? What do you think?
I like her expression. I think she's probably a pretty cute character.
Yeah, I think I like that expression from like an anime, particularly.
It seems like
Yeah.
it's
I like how I did the hands though. I like the little snake ends of the hands.
yeah.
Have you actually Iron, have you watched the Batman Way of the Dragon movie?
I have not.
Yeah, honestly, underrated movie. And I think I was watching it at the time. That's why I got some of the grooviness from it. It's a underrated movie. Has this like 70s kung fu action aesthetic, by the way. It's a good one and done movie, basically. Also, it's Bruce Wayne with sideburns.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I think just the first thing, this character with this type of powers in the movie. So I think I kind of took inspiration.
Interesting.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, next is, Lacey the Lioness.
That's not the best picture you could have taken. There's a better one with a better expression.
This one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, you don't like this picture?
No, this one's like, it's alright. It's not particularly the best, but like, it's fine as it is.
Really? You don't like the ripped shirts, the long thongs, the Wolverine claws, and the expression?
I mean, I would have just given her shorts.
I wanted to try drawing jeans to see how it works, and I'll say I like the jeans. The ripped pants look.
Alright.
It's a nice aesthetic, actually.
Yes, it kind of like, I guess kind of a punk Savannah girl kind of thing. I like them. To be fair, Iron, what do you think? I don't like, yeah, what do you think?
Honestly, like with that grin and the shorter hair in the front, everything, kind of like, you know, with the jeans and the ribs in the jeans. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she seems like she'd be a fun character to hang out with.
So why do you think this is what? So do you have any like critiques on it, by the way? Because this is one of the earlier ones.
The arms do look a little wonky. I know she's got like some kind of elastic thing going on, but they do look a little bit weird.
Really? Okay.
I don't know, to me anyway.
Okay.
I still think she looks cool though. I like the color combination.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What are your critiques, Otaku?
Well, as I said, I kind of wish she had shorts. But, you know, she's an elastic, furry, and that's basically it.
Okay.
Alright, now we're gonna get to the actual worst one. Or the second worst one. Chestina Cheese.
You don't like Chestina Cheese?
Like,
What's wrong with it, Otaku?
okay, first off, everything about her is just lame. The concept is lame. She has an annoying texture, and like, oh my fucking god. It just feels like you actually phoned this in, or like you just thought of this really dumb idea and just made it come to fruition. And you didn't care like whether it would be bought or not.
She got sold.
I know.
Was it a dumb idea? Okay, so just a cheetah was because I was talking to a friend, and we were talking about elastic ideas because they were interested in the auction in real life, and then we had pizza, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh my.
So I went full forward with the cheese theme. Actually, guess what animal she is?
She is a rat.
Or is she a cheetah?
Well, oh my god.
I don't know. Cheetahs do have rounded ears, but the ears are a little too large, so I don't know. I was thinking mouse, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was being very ambiguous with it. So here's the thing: the haircut comes from the traditional Swedish haircuts. You know those like braids that goes into a kind of a loop. By the way, yeah, I went to inspiration from that. Also, Chester Cheetah from Cheetos was a thing, and I really tried with like the texture and trying to make it look really funny. This is not the best picture. Go to the one where she has a better pose. Yeah, and also she has the Spider-Man webs underneath her, on her.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is a lame, this is a idea, and I went full hog into it. I doubled down.
Hey, one could at least agree Impel goes full when he comes up with something.
He went full Pac-Man on this.
Yeah, but he does a good job when he does. He's like, is this a good idea? Maybe not, but I'm gonna draw it and see how it looks anyway.
I thought, yeah.
You know, he's honest with himself, but he also tries new things.
I wanted to have fun with it. It was like fun. It was fun. I liked it a lot.
Based on your laughing, you had fun. So
yeah.
I think you accomplished your mission.
Yeah. Would it have been better if she has a more like human skin color, with the cheese aesthetic being kind of subtle instead of her being full cheese? I don't know.
Probably not.
But you don't like food-themed characters, do you, Otaku?
No.
I didn't think he did.
Okay, fair enough. I think the aesthetic and powers came from like One Piece at the time, you know.
The Gomu Gomu fruit.
No, there was actually a lot later on. They fight against like an entire pirate group, which their whole theme of a lot of their powers were based on foods. So there was a guy who was able to put cream. There's a girl that can produce butter. One of the strongest members of the pirate was able to produce mochi, and was really strong. And I was just like, it's just a fun, just fun. I just want to try out the idea. Ooh.
Well then.
Makes sense.
Okay. Next up. Oh. Anything else you wanted to add?
That's it.
Okay. Next up is Green Bomber. This one's...
What's wrong with...
This one is fine. I will say she looks like Tempest, which is weird American cousin. Well, I guess if you had Tempest, but I bought her.
Yeah. So, well, to be fair, in the original thing, Tempest is American.
Yeah, but I changed her to Japanese.
So she's no longer, is she a gaijin?
No. She is born and raised in Okinawa, which is the southern part of Japan, which is why she has a very
Yeah.
dark complexion.
I was at the I was at the black exploitation aesthetic, basically. I love drawing afros. Afros are really fun to draw, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the Scooby-Doo colors. Iron, have you watched Mystery Incorporated?
I have.
I have.
I like Mystery.
It's Angel Dynamite.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You want to check out the Vetter pose, by the way? This one took such a long time for me to try to get correctly, by the way.
I see.
Such a hard time trying to get correctly. The looking up pose and me trying. These art options are me practicing designs, aesthetics, and textures, and also trying to do different poses. At least did different poses from in the beginning of the year. So it's just me really trying to challenge myself, and I really like how it turned out. This took me I think 5 tries to try to get right. By the way, but you know,
Right.
I could do better now. But looking back on this, I can still see the flaws, but I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
What's your opinion, Satoku?
I mean, I pretty much just said what I said. She looks like Tempest Witch's weird American cousin.
Oh, you like Tempest Witch?
Yes.
So you in turn you must like her.
I mean, sort of. Like, she has an interesting design. That's all I'll say.
I love.
Alright, last but not least. Well, actually, the least, Shroomy. This one is the worst design you've made.
Why?
Okay, first off, I get the whole mushroom concept. I think mycelia are supposed to be elastic, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
But the big issue is that her tits are massive. Like, probably way more massive than any of my characters.
I know.
Why?
They're supposed to be. That's the way.
I really wanted to see if I could do it.
Oh my.
Did I succeed it? There was a meme that was going on. I think it was called Mega Milk.
Oh my god.
Mega Milk team.
Yeah, Necro Girl.
And she's wearing the Virgin Killer sweater.
You're right. God. Yeah, she is. Oh gosh.
There's a few inspirations, but again, someone asked me, "Can I do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can try." And I tried to have fun with it. Like, what do you guys think of the hair, by the way?
It's interesting. It's not what I would have chosen, but it works well with her design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just it's like mushroom, myconid, mushroom person. I thought I just scared of big boobs, by the way.
I think he is.
Because, look, boobs, look, I like boobs of any type of size, whether it be small or big, but this one is way too big. Like, even characters like,
There's a limit.
like, if they are bigger than the head, then that is a massive problem.
There's some that are.
To be fair, there are people with breasts that big in real life, but
Yeah.
It does become a little awkward after a certain point. I have to agree partially with Otaku on this one. They do become slightly awkward as
Fair
far
enough.
as like attractiveness ratio, but nonetheless.
Also, can I just say, this skirt right here looks like fucking Mickey Mouse's pants.
It's supposed to be the mushroom stuff. To be fair, maybe I could have made it white.
Yeah.
To kind of reference kind of it. Basically.
Actually, no, that would still make it worse.
What's wrong? Yeah, fair. But the reason why I did it with a long skirt rather than her showing her legs was to kind of balance out the design rather than being very top heavy, so it makes it more fuller. That's the reason why I went with the big skirt, big dress. By the way,
I will say it's a cohesive design at least.
it's a very cohesive design. I also like the textures I did with the roots on my hands. I always love drawing roots. I always like drawing like the roots and textures for it. It's always relaxing.
All right.
Was it a fun design? Yeah, it's fun, and also I wanted to see if I could do it, and I did. So. Yeah.
All right. Okay, now we're getting on to the next batch. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
We have Yolanda the Space Cop.
So what do you guys think of Yolanda the Space Cop?
She looks like the main character from Mighty Milky Way. I did play that game before. I'll look it up.
She makes me think of the cartoons from back in the day, like My Life as a Teenage Robot, and I can't remember the other one. There was another one
Interesting.
where the girl was like some kind of space police character.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Atomic Betty, yeah. It's
yeah,
got
that.
aesthetic. It's got like that retro 50s atomic age space kind of look, like the old pulp comics.
Yeah.
Do you understand what her powers are?
Is she like shooting kinetic bolts? What's she doing exactly?
No, she has the power of She has kinetic control. She's able to increase something's speed or slow it down. She's from planet Traffic.
Okay.
She's a traffic cop.
She's a traffic cop. Okay, I get it.
There's the red and green. Red means stop. Green means go.
Somebody thinks he's very punny. I see.
Oh, correct.
You should be punished.
I love the colors I did for this one and the designs.
And
I
so
love
you
red
should
show.
be punished. You should be punished just for that.
You should be pun-ish for your crimes.
No one got the reference, and I only a few people doing funsies, by the way.
That is pretty fun.
I love the retro. I love the retro design, the retro alien, kind of make her look cute and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is not the first character of the batch. The first character of the batch is Redbird.
Which we covered, so don't worry.
You did?
Yeah, in the previous part, like the first one we did. We're just going through like the rest that we didn't cover.
Well, you can cover it again if you want to let Impel weigh in, since it's,
I did say it's like supposed to be like red. It's like Red Nightwing, basically.
Redbird.
Yeah, it's like a Red Nightwing, by the way, and he's wearing like a wig.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just something like fun, you know. The next one would then Yo-Yo.
No, it's Rebound Girl, which we did. The next one is Fiona the She-Wolf. I believe JJ owns this character.
What do you guys think of Fiona the She-Wolf?
She's cute.
She's alright.
I like her.
I can understand why JJ would want her.
Then again, I like redheads, and I also like Celtic stuff, so...
I also love the Celtic. I also like the Celtic designs.
Well, Impel, you're gonna have to draw me some Celtic characters.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah. So yeah, Fiona is basic. The Spear of Light and the Dula Dawn. Basically, she has this Celtic theme, and I think this is where I got the aesthetic of doing tattoos on her body. Which I actually really enjoyed the patterns.
This one looks like a Ferris wheel. Actually, it kind of looks like a pizza, but yeah, it looks like a Ferris wheel.
Probably.
And then some of them look like train tracks.
I agree with you.
They just look like they came from like a carnival or fun fair.
Hey man, let's see subliminal images, but they are from took some aesthetics from actual runes in Celtics I just look online, and I tried to incorporate it.
I think it looks good.
Thank you.
I like her design.
Yeah, and she has like a magic spear of light, and she has a wolf. She was probably raised by wolves, but I think JJ has his story covered at this point. Nothing much I can like
I would
answer.
have bought her if I had the opportunity.
Oh, okay. I guess the next one, if you want to continue on, is Madonna Locks.
Yes. Medusa ripoff.
I like the design.
I mean, it's whatever.
If you're a big fan of long hair, she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
She needed a little bit more to set her off though, like the color. There's too much red.
Yeah. It legitimately feels like Impel phoned it in with this character.
I don't know about that, but she needed a little bit of contrast.
Okay, I guess we'll wait for Impel when he unmutes.
Sorry, someone was calling me to do something. I finish it.
Alright.
No worries, I'm still here.
Anyways, Madonna Locks. What's the inspiration for her?
It's a ripoff? Probably. I like the red hair.
Alright. Next is, Grim Girl.
So yeah, Madonna. So what did you think about Donna Locks, Otaku?
I mean, it's just whatever. It's just, as I said, it just feels like knockoff Medusa from Marvel, and it feels like you phoned her in.
Really?
Yes.
You don't think I hard on the design?
Like, well, as me and Iron said, like it feels there's too much red, and there feels like more could have been put into her.
More contrast.
Yeah.
Maybe something with a belt or I don't know, something.
Gloves.
Or gloves, yeah. Just it just kind of it's too much of one color. It needs a little bit more breakup. Even with the white there, it's just not enough broken up enough.
That's fair. Okay.
That's all.
Madonna is from the singer. Locks is hair locks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still think she's cool. Just needed something else to break it up.
Next up is
So, yeah,
Grim Girl.
what's your guys' interpretation for Grim Girl?
First glance, she reminds me of what's her name from Invader Zim? Gaz. Mixed with Gaz mixed with Mandy.
Yeah.
From the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Mm-hmm.
I like her.
How about you, Doctor?
Just whatever.
And any more complex thoughts?
I'd use her as a character.
Any more complex thoughts?
I do like how you use some Japanese characters and the yokai Gasha Dokuro.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Grim Girl's a necromancer.
What is her stand supposed to be?
It's supposed to be chemical romance.
Nice.
So yeah, this is a JoJo. Is that JoJo like inspired pose and like homage? I had fun with the color scheme and with the purple shading.
It's a flippin' JoJo reference.
She was supposed to be a much more heavier character, by the way. That's why she's a lot more
Chunky.
Joker. She's a little more chubbier. Basically, I just wanted to see if I can try it, make it look cool and fun. And I went with the goth aesthetic, basically. But I also went with a darker skin, because every time I think purple and darker skin works really well.
Or purple with really, 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 really pale skin.
Either or.
Both of them are great.
Bought by Munis, or colorless anything.
Colorless Ronin.
Or Shogun. Or Shotgun. Yeah. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Quite a bit.
I wonder what Munis is using them for. Or using the character for.
Fuck. Sleepwalker.
Nice.
I don't have much to say about this character.
What?
I mean, I feel like she speaks for herself. Or I guess I should say she sleeps for herself.
Alright, Impel's microphone privileges have been taken away.
Oh no.
I don't think so. No. So yeah, Sleepwalker. Sleepwalker was a. I know it's a weird concept. Basically, what like a character where you have to sleep to activate your powers. Basically, and when she sleeps, she turns to her nightmare form, which is a much more brutish, bulkier version, in which acts on her fearful impulses. The best qualities I have to say for this was mainly tried to the poses and the expressions to make her feel more alive. Otherwise, I will say the designs is not as strong. I will admit that.
Yeah. Alright, next, is... Huh?
It's Melody.
No, it's Kyoko.
That's Melody, we know that.
Oh, well, Okay, if you're wondering, what I'm using, I'm referring to, like, the batches. Like this.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
So, Kyoko is next.
Yeah, Kyoko. Schoolgirl ninja. So what do you guys think of Kyoko, Schoolgirl ninja?
She is actually a very accurate kunoichi, which is a ninja girl. Because she is dressed like an everyday girl, which is what kunoichis are usually dressed as. So she does not need to hide her face, because she's already hiding in plain sight, among the crowd.
Yes.
But, yeah, it's a pretty decent design. For some reason, I get, like, Ryuko Motoi vibes from her, which...
It's the hair.
Well, not just that, but, like, the whole schoolgirl aesthetic.
And the attitude as well. It fits.
What do you guys think of what do you think of the school? I love it. Okay, so, what do you guys think about the school-themed weapons?
Very, I was gonna say it kind of feels like Kill la Kill-esque, but might be a bit of an overstatement, but, it's fitting, because, I mean, like, ninjas were originally farmers, and they did use, like, whatever they could find as weapons.
I think it's unique. It's definitely different.
I think the thing was that I think I got the idea to use school items as weapons was there's an anime called Samurai Flamenco, and I remember it's a
I think I know what you're talking about.
Sentai-inspired series, yeah. In his first outing, he couldn't use weapons, but he got around it by using giant office supplies to fight. So that's where this thing comes from. Otherwise, I have a soft spot for the design. I really enjoyed it. The poses were really fun. Coming up with the different weapons that she used to fight was really fun. You can see she has like sharpened pencils that she can throw. The protractors as blades. rulers as swords. It's just fun.
Interesting.
Even the summoning scroll is a school notebook.
Alright. Next is Melody.
Yes, the siren. What's your thoughts?
It's a really good design.
I like the colors. Works well. I like white-haired characters as well. They're pretty peak as far as design.
Yeah. Again, the idea of the sirens or the harpies, mermaids, but also, has a like aquatic singer idol look.
Mm.
She has that Finding Nemo colors.
Oh, I thought so. She's a clownfish, not a goldfish.
Yes, she is a clownfish.
Interesting.
I like her.
Yeah. I enjoyed her. She was a great design.
Good job, Impel.
Thank you, man. You sent it.
Okay, so we already did Scarlet Rocket. Already did Gun Queen. Next is Lady Wing. Lady Wingfoot.
Lady Wingfoot.
Love her hair.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
I remember you hated this. You hated how I did this, Otaku.
You mean the pose?
I think the pose looks great.
I don't remember hating on it. Or maybe I've just come around to liking it. I do like the mask.
Speed and Flight, daughter of Hermes. Wingfoot is a term used for someone to be fast. At least back in the day.
Makes sense.
You're a bit of a Wingfoot or something like that. It's a classic aesthetic, and I wanted the green and orange, because I haven't done green and orange, by the way.
Interesting.
Simple design, fun design. And then, like, when she runs fast, or the Hermes-like wings on her foot turns golden.
Alright. Next is Alina, the Gladion. Not much to say about her, honestly.
I like her armor.
The armor, the gladiator style, and the scars. I wanted to try to draw much more.
Popular, which is cool. It's different. You don't see a lot of that.
Very true.
Well, not really.
Huh.
Yeah. I just wanted to draw like a very like aesthetically like gladiator type character. The main strong points I say is like me trying to learn how to draw the armor, and there's like a lot of redheads in this auction, is there?
I think so.
I just realized that there's like 5 at this point.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
actually, yes.
Even that redhead thing.
Yes. Bought by Dan, so you might see her more often because Dan lets me use all the character designs he buys.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think she... Oh my gosh.
Next is Sky Empress.
Okay.
The design is nice, I will admit.
I'm not as
You
much
guys-
of a fan of this one. I'll be honest. I mean, the color
You're not-
design. I don't know.
You don't like the aesthetics?
Not this one.
The Lady Liberty aesthetic?
Oh my god!
I mean, it's fine, but like I said, it just doesn't really appeal to me.
Ah, I see.
I think the coloring
Well-
is fine. I think it works well together. Like I said, just not my kind of character.
Well, I have to say that so Sky Empress is one of those designs where I just thought of a very kooky concept. She's able to control the sky,
Right.
and then it morphs them into like these cute little creatures
Oh.
into it, and she has the spirit of Mr. Sun and Mr. Moon. So she's able to control the weather, the constellations.
I would have never imagined.
Pretty strong. I think she's big, and I think her power is similar to Big Mom from One Piece.
Oh, I was.
Where she's able.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, what was your thing?
I was thinking that she was about as strong as Storm, but no, that's like sort of like not true.
I think they're comparable.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Next is the Crimson Slayer. Pretty decent design.
Blind Samurai.
Oh.
Two swords. I like her.
She doesn't feel like a samurai.
She's cool.
She feels like more of like a knight. But that is interesting.
Interesting math I did. It's just like my stream of I enjoy the fantasy style armor, and so I continue to incorporate it into these fun ones.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the math gets weirder here.
It's it's a very different type of math, yeah.
Alright. So we already did Lady Binding and Captain Solron. Next is Star Wizard. I believe JJ has this character.
Yes, Star Wizard, and I got to draw Star Wizard again. What do you guys think of Star Wizard?
She's got a nice design.
Yeah. She feels like...
Too much red, but it's still pretty nice. I like the cape.
I say magenta.
She feels like an intergalactic version of Raven, which I'm guessing that has to be the inspiration for her.
Moondragon. It's Moondragon and a bit of the... I guess Raven is a big part of it because of the hoodie.
Alright.
The satellite constructs and the magic, and her plus eyes. I think it's fun.
Oh, I didn't even know they had her pluses.
Okay.
Too bad they weren't stars.
Yeah.
Alright, next, we already did Atakia. Next is Frostbite. Her design's pretty interesting.
I like her design. Very nice.
First time drawing ice theme Clemency, trying to harken back to a much more Russian type of aesthetic. The blue, I had to find a color that is a contrast to all the blues and whites. So I went with a really pink scarf, and I thought that was a good touch.
Works well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is me trying to learn how to draw ice. I think later on I reused the concept again, maybe to a weaker extent, but we'll find out when we look at it.
Alright. Okay, the next batch, this one is a bunch of animals, so forgive me if I don't have much to say.
I know you hate animals. you just every time you see an animal, you just hate them. You hate going to the zoo.
Yes, because the zoo smells bad.
Yeah, you're such... Yeah, well, honestly, what do you think of Lizzie, to be fair?
Go ahead, Iron. There's not much for me to say about these characters.
Why don't you say how much you hate them? I think
Oh
that's
my...
more interesting for the stream, by the way.
Okay, she looks ugly. And especially here, it looks like this looks like sweat, but I know that this is supposed to be her scales. And she's sticking out her tongue a lot. There.
She's
That's weak sauce. You can do better.
You can do way better than that. Tell me how much you hate her. Tell me how much you fucking hate her. Tell me how much of a bad artist I am for
Okay, Impel?
concept as evil as this.
Impel, this is not the time for your weird fetish of me being an asshole. Can you just tell us the inspiration for her?
No, it's not a fetish. It's my daily nutrients. A day does not end with Y, where you fucking, like, I don't know, insult me in a subtle way. Oh yeah, I like Lizzie. I really tried to, again, her powers is not elastic. She has, like, she is ultra flexible, basically. And I had to look at Contortionist and try to enhance that and draw that, which... honestly, the pictures and the art is saved by the poses and the expressions.
You know, she'd be a fun villain.
Yeah.
I like her hair. She looks like she'd be really interesting in like an animated series.
Yeah.
Probably the kind of character you'd see Batman fight.
Yeah, kind of bad, like a Copperhead or like kind of a Femme Fatale.
Yeah. Or like Cheetah as well.
Yeah.
I like her hair.
I like that hair too.
Green. I like the green. I think it looks good.
Yeah. Her antithesis, which wasn't supposed to be a dragon aesthetic. Next one, by the way, attacking.
Yes. Dragon Girl.
It was supposed to be a horned lizard, but then I went like I thought I couldn't, but I forgot about it and I went full on dragon design, basically.
I'm not complaining.
Design aesthetics and like poses comes from gargoyles,
Interesting.
basically from TV show, and then she has the power to pull herself on fire. And JJ has this character now.
Yep.
And apparently she's very powerful in this universe.
That's right, JJ did buy this character.
Yeah. Yeah, this I just realized, this one.
I like dragon characters, so, you know, I'm not complaining here.
Next is Cotton Pound.
What's your thing, Otaku? Tell me how much you don't like the design.
She looks like, Charizard. Which I don't like Pokemon. There.
Otaku, what do you like about this design?
Cotton Pound?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just boring. I mean, I like that she turns into a fluffy sheep, but that's it.
She's adorable.
I actually fell in love with the concept and then decided to create my own version of Cotton Pound by reviving an old character. Otherwise, her ram sheep aesthetic, I liked it a lot. She has like a satyr type of design, but you had to give her like short shorts and this yellow and red color scheme, which I'm not sure why I did that, but
I actually have a sheep character somewhere out there.
yeah.
I haven't worked on her in a while.
What do you hate about sheep, Otaku? Tell me.
Nothing. They're fine.
She has the power to like take parts of her like her hair and shoot them out. She has 4 legs and she's able to increases her fluff to 10 tons of fluff. A fun design, I think. It's just a goofy character.
Well, too bad her wool doesn't shoot out thunder. And yes, that is it's a reference to Mega Man. Sheep Man.
I thought it was Mareep from Pokemon.
It's probably before Mega Man. Anyways. Next up is Nibbles.
Flying Squirrel Girl.
That's interesting.
Not much I can talk about the design. I actually Squirrel character on my own, and so Nibbles is basically kind of an offshoot of that I decided to sell. Yeah?
Can you design me an adorable character like that for a sidekick character?
Sure, why not?
Sweet.
What do you guys think of the design?
I like the freckles, I like the hair, I think she's adorable. Leotards are peak for superhero characters. And
Yeah.
those cute little ears. Yep, definitely a great character. And the color contrasts are really good too, with the yellow, the green, and the brown. And nothing's overstated, so I like it. It's good design.
It looks like an alternate version of Squirrel Girl from Marvel. That's all I'll say.
Maybe a little.
Probably.
Alright, next up is Cyber Bunny. She looks like an upgraded version of your character's Super Bunny.
There's more than one rabbit that comes in. Yes, I love Super Bunny. Cyber Bunny.
Cyber Bunny.
Again, just a rabbit girl with the rocket aesthetics, kickboxing, from a good face.
Got that white
You
hair
know.
aesthetic again. I like it.
Yeah.
Big streak.
All the
Streak looks fantastic. Again with the leotard. Peak.
Yeah.
So, what do you hate about rabbit characters, Otaku?
Nothing! I like rabbits.
I see. Okay.
Alright, next is Lightning Cat.
Okay, so, at this point I got really tired, so I didn't really get to draw, like, the 4 poses that I usually would have done. So, these are just one-off designs of it, basically. So, Lightning Cat, again, it's inspired of the Raiju or Thunder Gods of Japan.
True.
She has that, like, pony hair design. By the way, with the Thundercat, like, arms, basically. It comes from the tiger prints of the Raiju. And she's a drummer. If I would have drawn it, I would have showed her drums that she used to shoot the right.
Yeah, I get the aesthetic. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Nothing much for anyone else? You guys don't think
I
so?
think she looks bratty. I think she'd be fun. She probably loses her temper easily. I kind of picture her having a bit of a higher pitched voice. Kind of reminds me of like the Tanya from Gabriel Dropout, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing anyway.
Okay.
Not much else on the design. It's I'm not really a fan of it exactly. I think it works well. It just doesn't really call to me as far as characters go. I still think she would be cool to see though, if somebody used her in a series.
I can't wait where I show off a male design. This is that again has been majority female. It's that sells well.
To be fair, Otaku also prefers female characters because, you know, I mean...
It's okay. To be fair, I'm kind of curious what he thinks about male character designs later on. Madame.
We already did her and her.
Siren.
I'll be right back. I have to go do something.
So yeah, I am. So, dolphin design. She has the good body armor. She has the ability to shoot out sonars. She does have all the dolphin aesthetics.
And she's got that wetsuit look. Wetsuits are also pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know about that exposed leg though, but it does break up the design a little bit, makes it different.
I always do I like the exposed legs sometimes when it really just shows. It just breaks up a lot of stuff.
Right.
Not could have done better with the design. Like, if I was designing it now, the orange would be much more prominent as an accent. But I was getting kind of tired at that point, kind of feeling kind of burnt out because it was a lot to draw.
Yeah, I hear you. Makes sense.
I need to check. I need to check. Ah!
You alright?
Nah, I checked the head of like what's coming up next.
Yeah, what's
Oh.
going on?
What's coming up next is I forgot I did these characters.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and then the next ones are there's two more till the next of last year.
Alright.
I just want to talk about the guys that I drew, just try to understand how they did it.
You know he's gonna work his way around.
Alright, I'm back.
I don't know.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't think so.
I'm
It'd
kidding.
be fun. It'd be funny though.
Alright.
It would be.
Sorry.
What do you guys?
What do I think?
Yeah, let's keep going.
It looks like she was meant to be bought with, Melodia.
Probably.
That's all I'll say. Oh my god. I have so many ants. I'm sorry. I'll get to the next one. The next one is mime. Go ahead.
Mime has the power of.
I wanted to draw a French mime and I did that.
You seem very satisfied with yourself.
No. I could have done better. You can tell I got so tired. I could. Oh. Otherwise, I would have drawn this better. I might draw it better next time. She still got some. It's just a mime.
Yeah, because I think I almost thought that this character wasn't gonna be bought, honestly.
Sure, she got sold.
Yes. Which surprised me.
That's one of those characters people slept on, I guess.
Yeah. And after that, I went to Anime Expo and continued on. I started drawing stuff for myself for a bit. I did some like things, and around July, I started like thinking, I could do another one. I could do another options.
Okay.
So I think this is the big 30 characters. No.
Alright. Next is Yo-Yo Lady. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's, Iron Maiden.
Interesting.
So yes, it's Iron Maiden.
She's different.
Definitely.
She looks like, either an alternate or powered-up version of Diamond Heart.
She does have like that color scheme.
Yeah.
But Diamond Heart does not have the movement of Liquid Metal Girl. She's still a softie, Iron Maiden. She has that like blue copper look that I really wanted, a synthetic look, and the Silver Surfer shades, lines, and colors. I think she's fine. I liked her. I liked working at this one a lot.
Yeah, Diamond Heart probably wishes she had the boob window.
I guess.
But who knows? Alright, now we are getting to the next one.
Yeah.
First up is, Psycho Blader. Don't have much to say.
more ski thing, but decided really not to.
Psycho Blade's basically just a reference to a Pokemon move, which was Psycho Cut.
Otherwise, not much. I just gave her the Lex Luthor colors.
Interesting.
Yeah.
She's cool.
I th-
Reminds me a little bit of Sidewalk, just a bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I was thinking that was her inspiration.
She looks like she'd be a fun character, whether villain or hero.
It says villain, so.
Ah, no.
But
I think this was the I think this whole thing was more villainous design and stuff like that.
that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Zarina. I'll be right back.
I love this. What do you guys? Okay. What do you guys think of Serena?
Well, redhead. Winner in my book. I like the half circle glasses. And also she's a dragon girl, looks like.
So, Zarina's based on a Mesopotamian mythology. So that there was a king, and I'm not sure. I know that over Sarcastic videos did a video on this, and I love the design, love the aesthetic. There was an evil king. He gained like evil powers. Snakes would appear from his shoulders, and then the hero fought against him and took back the kingdom. And I thought that was a really cool story, and I liked the aesthetics of the snakes coming out of your shoulders. So I kind of created this design. She was going to be more snake-like.
Yeah, I saw.
But then I just said, nah, I didn't want to. So I went with the black wetsuit design, the half glasses, the hair. If you want to see why she has the wetsuit design, I kind of took inspiration from a fake character. And Scott. Otherwise, what do you think of talking?
She looks like Madame Scorpion from Henchman's Story. That's all I'll say.
She also, and also her two snakes are I think the meme interpretation of King Ghidorah. There's two serious ones, one that's not so serious.
Hmm. Interesting. Alright. So, we already did Lady Mercury. Next is, Magtron. Let me guess, Impel. She's inspired by Magnet Man from Mega Man. And if not, then I was, half joking.
Yeah. No, Magnetron from Pokemon.
Oh. Alright. So,
It's
what's...
that red, blue, magnet design and stuff.
Here's a robot. The magnet design, electricity design.
I know there's a certain guy I know that loves her. Just because she can take off her head.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, she's weird. Otherwise, simple designs, red, blue, yellow, black, race.
Here's what I would have done. And this is pretty minor. For her hair tie and her abdomen here, this part, I would have made it half blue and red. So that way it would feel more symmetrical. Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. Okay, so we already did Hikaru. Next up is Mishmash. I don't have anything to say about this character.
You're really boring. Why don't you say how much you don't like the design?
Oh my... Okay, she's really ugly. And look at this. Oh, this is not the type of character I would want to buy. There. Happy?
Yeah, of course she's sold.
Of course she would.
Great.
Fair enough.
Oh.
obviously.
My series is a little bit darker than Otaku's. She would probably work fine as a villain in my universe, or as a really sad hero. But yeah, she's definitely weird to look at.
Yeah, I love it. I love the design I did for it.
You could make up for how crazy her appearance is by making her really, really sweet. Like, make her a really, honest to God, like, nice person.
Yeah.
That would make her really,
Shine.
well, really shine, but also really appealing to the reader, I think. If you gave her, like, a really nice personality to offset her really awful appearance. And I mean awful as in, like,
Ugly.
you know, well, horrendous. You know, like, she looks like she's been through an awful time. But if she was still, like, a sweet person, like, it would make her interesting for the reader, I think.
I find beauty in the horrific.
Of course you would.
Because there is some beauty in it, the kind of the flawed nature of humanity, and I love beauty and flaws. And also, I just thought it'd be fun to make a Frankenstein girl that has like cat, monkey designs into it. This is something a Professor Monroe would put together.
Ah, yes. He probably would.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nice reference.
Next up is Vilopina Victoria. Don't have much to say.
Why don't you like vampires?
Because I'm not a horror person, specifically Western horror.
What do you hate about this?
Her hair is too long, and she's not wearing high heels.
Does she need high heels? I don't think she does.
Well, I mean, she has a decent amount of boobage. So, like...
So her hair is long because it's got, like, some kind of prehensile, like, attack thing, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, maybe it's not that long all the time. Maybe it just stretches out like that when the mouth is acting. I don't know.
You don't like long hair, do you?
I like her. I think she's cute. I like her little cape. You know, of course, with the leotard, you know, it works well. Plus, she's got fishnets, which are quite nice with the leotard.
Yeah.
The blonde works really well with the red and the black. Also, she has one of my favorite band styles, the kind of the Hime cut look. So, overall, I like her. I couldn't make that out. What did you say?
Thank you for recognizing my adjunctions.
Ah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the thing about Otaku. He hates monsters and he hates animals.
Oh my god, Impel. Like, the only type of monsters I like are Japanese yokai.
Yeah, you're like strangely racist to everyone else.
Oh my... Okay. Next is Athlete. Let me guess, Impel. She's inspired by Sportsmaster from DC.
Jason Voorhees.
Nice.
No, yeah, it is Sportsmaster.
I would have accepted Sportsmaster.
It is Sportsmaster, except pink.
Yeah.
Honestly, what if one of the Crockett girls actually decided to take up Sportsmaster as their lineage?
I like her design.
It's alright.
The gloves, the rolled down boots, the way they integrated the athlete, like, you know, the A into the costume. Plus,
Yeah.
again, well, like the domino mask and the leotard, everything comes together in a cohesive way for her. It looks good. It looks natural. It's just a very well put together design.
I mean, honestly... Oh, go ahead, Impel.
No, you can continue on. No, finish your thoughts.
I probably would have gotten this character for 15 love, and they probably would have been enemies, but I did not. I mean, the design kind of feels a bit phoned it in a little bit. It's a little bit boring.
I realize you don't like pink.
No, it's not that. Like I oh my god, Impel. I have 15 love who I've renamed to Racket Heart. Heck, one of my villains, Prank Lady, is pink. And I love her. She's one of my favorites.
I don't think you like pink as a dominant color. That's what I think.
Impel, you're insane.
I'm just making I'm making observations. Do you see what kind of characters are designed? Or some crazy?
Sorry, what?
If you see the characters are designed, of course some will look crazy.
Oh my god. You know what? You're right. Alright, and speaking of crazy, since we already did Bound Queen, next is, Carrie. So go ahead, Impel, I'll be right back.
I wanted something that I wanted to take away from the classic girls. So I went with a possessed doll.
Right.
Yeah, so she's psychic, she has butts and eyes. The aesthetic comes from Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
It's very different, kind of Coraline-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you like about the design? What do you think, Mr. Iron Shadows?
I just said I like her. Well, the button eyes are different, makes her unique. The hairstyle, very different, but you know, it still looks pretty good with her. I'm not sure about the skirt.
Yeah, that's the thing that I don't like about this design. It feels like Impel tried to sexualize her, which, for me doesn't bode well.
I mean, she's not showing off anything that a swimsuit doesn't show off, so if you think about it, like, she'd be able to move pretty well while still having the rest of the skirt, so it's not terrible, it's just a very interesting, like, unusual choice.
I just wanted a leotard. Okay? I just thought it sounds.
A leotard on a horror villain.
And?
So,
That's all I'll say.
horror villains can wear leotards too, you know, you're not bound by your alignment as to what you can wear.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Alright. So, we already did Avian, Golden String, and Chain Girl. Next is Omnidirectional Woman.
What do you guys think of the name?
It's a mouthful.
It is a lot.
I know. Okay.
They'd probably call her Omni for short in the middle of a fight, like if she was on a team or something. They'd
No,
probably
she's
just call her
correct.
Omni.
No, the correct omnidirectional woman. That's my total respect it.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay. How many names can I fucking use?
You know what?
Stretching, elastic, or anything.
You are absolutely right. And that's why I try to, like... That's why I try not to make, like... That's why I try not to have, like, vague code names.
Is this a vague name?
What?
Omnidirectional is a sort of movement in which you can go left, right, forwards, and backwards. Basically, the scientific term used for robotics.
That is true.
You're an omnidirectional vehicle, omnidirectional robot. Basically, a lot of Mars rovers are omnidirectional. Basically, sometimes when you're omnidirectional, you maybe go up and down.
That's why I picked the name, and people were so confused what the name meant. And like, she's able, you know what? She's able to fly, because she can levitate up and down, left and right.
Alright. Well, I mean, other than that, her design's pretty much fine.
We also have the get the D-pad as a logo.
I love it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
No complaints here.
Alright. Next up is Xdo.
Experimental Dio. Basically.
It was me, Dio.
Yo. So, I wanted to have a more scientific retro, futuristic science offers, and he's the one I came up with. So I did UCF later on. That's how the theories of character read. So if you look, they kind of broke damage or other. Otherwise, yeah, that's ordering the name.
I like the way her outfit looks. Those rolled down boots and the leotard with the jacket over top looks good. Good combination.
I mean, I like her expression. She looks very curious. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, next up is Donatho Slimeo. I don't have much to say.
Try anyway, let's hear it.
Yeah, anyway.
It's a slime girl that is like... well, I guess you did, like, do a lot of color experimentation and stuff. I will give you that. But that's it.
It was so hard to try and get the beige color thing for it. Basically, I really tried with it. The color.
Yes, you did a lot of work on this character.
You did really well with the slime, like the texture and everything. It looks good. That is my opinion on it.
Impel seems to be having some audio trouble.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Okay, I guess I'll get to Porcupine. And again, probably, I know you're planning to do like another actually your own auction iron. So, just to give you a reminder, when you're designing characters that you're gonna sell, do not draw them in poses like this, because that doesn't give the seller a lot of material to work with.
Oh, you see the back.
Okay.
Admittedly, you can't really tell what's going on with the front, though it does make it a little bit more of a. You're gonna have to come up with it.
Yeah.
Like we don't know what kind of collar that shirt has.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty basic as far as the shirt goes, so it wouldn't be that hard.
That is true. Like, it's just normal clothes that are, like, ripped up. I will give Impel that. But still.
It wouldn't be that hard to extrapolate what to draw.
But if this was, like, someone, like, Avian or Omnidirectional Woman, then no. Don't do something like that.
Just buy 3 different poses, okay? Like, come up with like hundreds of designs.
Like, if it's a character sheet, that's completely fine. Like, just make sure to give the person enough material to work with.
Okay, I made mistakes. You want to admit I made mistakes? I never did this again.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that, Impel.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I made a mistake. I design again, but I did give the character shape for it, so it's still got soul anyway.
Yes.
Still cool.
Yeah. Even I am capable of making mistakes.
We all are.
Which is surprising because Impel is pretty much perfect in every way.
Yeah, I'm like,
We love you, Impel.
yeah, of course. Thank you.
Well,
Let's double check and make it.
next up is Kusari Ninja.
Again, Kusari is the name of the weapon. Yeah, the ninja aesthetic. I just like drawing ninjas.
Nothing wrong with ninjas.
Me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say this is probably the worst ninja you've ever designed. I don't like the hair. She's not covering up her face. The design's like really boring. Like, I get the whole weapon concept, but I think this is like the most boring and least accurate ninja design. Like, even Kyoko, as I said, she's a more accurate kunoichi. And, like, even Whip Chain, and even some of, like, the ones that we'll be getting to later, they're at least more accurate. This one just feels like, I don't know, it feels like slapdash.
So basically this is one I really kind of went out with the skin color and kind of blended. Yeah. By the way, I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I do like what I did with the arm though. One arm has like chainmail, and she uses that as the main weapon to attack.
Yeah. But, yeah. This is probably not the best one, but it probably has been sold.
I like her hairstyle. I like her coloration. I don't think she necessarily needs a mask because if she's a good ninja, nobody would see her anyway.
Well, okay. Next up is, Chromia. Oh, Chromia.
Chromia, yeah.
Oh yeah. Again, along the same line, he says Magnuma.
Magnetron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along the same line. Kind of example what she does.
It does kind of feel like that they were meant to be bought together.
She's got that, XJ9 kind of appeal to her, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much for me to say.
You get a chrome.
That is true. And it looks really nice. Okay, we already did Bonnie Blot. Next, we already did Stratos. Next is Captain Scarlet.
It's Captain Harlock, basically.
What?
You know Captain Harlock is?
Captain Harlock?
Captain Arlock, he's a bit of an older character. Classic anime. He's like a space pirate captain.
Yeah, Nathan, the legendary manga artist.
Ah, I see.
He's cool.
I thought you would know about this because he's Japanese.
Not really.
Isn't that assuming a lot just based on his ethnicity? Just saying.
Yeah, I am assuming because he is my Japanese culture expert and has said so many things to me.
You know what? You're right. He let you down.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, all I'll say is that she looks like Beto. And honestly, she's probably the type of person to want to pick a fight with Nikumi.
Yeah. What is happening now? Yeah.
Alright. Let's see, next. God, this is so unorganized. Where?
Speaking of unorganized.
Yeah.
Speaking of unorganized, Otaku, I actually went back and organized my characters into folders for you.
That's cool. Next up is Acidic Woman. Hmm?
Not by day. And just the acidic cape.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Made her into a hero, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, she'd probably work as a hero. It'd be different because, you know, she's got those acid powers which are pretty destructive. But it could work.
Yeah.
The design's pretty boring, honestly.
I think she doesn't really need a whole lot to, you know, as a character. It looks good. You know, she's got that acid cape, which is really unique, and
That is true.
it's pretty bright as a color. So with the black and white, it kind of grounds her a little bit. And she's got that really loud green and yellow hair, which contrasts very well. So yeah, I think she's fine.
Alright. Next is, Terminatrix. If it is in... Ah, here it is. Oh. Anyways, Terminatrix. Let me guess, she's based on the Terminator.
No.
Oh.
Should be back.
It's based on the female Terminator, apparently.
Well then.
That's a distinction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, obviously. Yeah, the Terminator's basically robotic. Just the extended arm. He has the weird legs. And the visor.
Hey, Impel.
What's up?
You like robot girls now, don't you?
I love all girls.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Every girl is beautiful.
Better be careful. You might get bullied off the internet by Twitter if you say things like that.
I love big girls. Big girls.
You know, Joker got bullied off the internet for that. So.
Yeah, I know. It kind of sucks. I hate that. But you know, it shows how much humanity sucks sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I think you're cool. We're still good.
Anyways, hello, JJ.
Hey, JJ.
Oh.
It's Terminatrix. Yes, it is.
Would you like to go in depth on what you plan with Terminatrix?
Is that one of yours?
I'm thinking.
Did you buy her, JJ?
Yeah, I did buy her. I bought her.
Okay.
So yeah, one of my ideas is that she would be like a villain in the city of London.
Hmm.
So just like Henchwoman. I am actually thinking like she actually have like one arm.
Mm-hmm.
Like the left arm would be like, you know, her normal arm, and the right side is just like a replacement arm.
Hmm.
So it's like a little like it looks like a little grain. Could have some fun moments, you know.
JJ, do you want us to go back and get to the characters that you bought, so you can like kind of give us a deep dive into what you plan on for them?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well,
So I believe. So we already did Lady Needle. There is Star Wizard. So go ahead, JJ.
Alright, hold on. So Star Wizard, I'm gonna make her sort of like a space cop, sort of like the Green Lanterns.
Oh, interesting.
So she would actually team up with like
Ah, yes, I saw that.
About, like, space-themed like heroes.
I saw that artwork that Impel made, and I was like, oh, are they like the Handy sisters, Knife Hand and Sheer Hand?
Oh yeah,
It's really nice.
indeed. They go to space adventures, protect Earth from and other like you know, alien planets. It's gonna be fun.
Interesting. Next
Cosmic adventures.
next is Fiona, the she-wolf.
Oh yes. So this one is gonna, you know, she's gonna be a hero in Irish, in Ireland. So she's gonna handle a lot of the magic stuff, the mythologies stuff in Ireland.
Hmm.
So she's gonna handle the oh, it's pretty hard to pronounce. It's all the you know, the Irish mythologies, like you get like the well, I don't know how to describe them, but they're kind of like, yeah, they,
Hey, JJ,
just oh, yes.
I'd love to see Fiona meet Eris.
Oh, oh yes, one day.
I think it would be cool to see the two of them team up.
Yes. And Fiona, I am planning on making her what a daughter of Loth.
Yeah, she certainly seems like it.
That's right now. Yeah.
Nice.
And if you don't know who Loth is the he's one of the Irish gods.
Wow.
Yeah.
So basically, kind of like Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I like that.
My version of it.
Yeah, if this character was available, I probably would have bought it myself. if I had seen it at the time.
All right.
See.
And then there is Dragon Girl.
I'm gonna make her. She's a bit of an anti-hero, sometimes a bit of an anti-villain. Basically, she's actually one of the most powerful like characters in the setting.
Hmm.
She. The idea is that I'm gonna make her more of a sort of a businesswoman.
A businesswoman.
Yeah, a very powerful businesswoman.
I refuse to believe that I'm nothing more than a machine.
Oh no, she won't get the most gold as
Okay, I kind of believe that.
yeah.
Alright. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to the next one. Sally Longarms. So go ahead, Impel.
The hair. I thought the hair was cool.
For some reason I'm getting
Yeah.
like an you know the style of like Astro Boy. I'm getting like those, I'm getting those vibes for some reason.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just
I just like weird. The weird hair. Design. I thought it'd be cool to kind of just double down on it. It's not really much to it, other than like themes and things.
The weird hair definitely makes her look like, you know, some of that early 90s and 80s anime kind of character.
yeah, like
She feels like the type of villain that would like team up with Madame Foil. That's all I'll say.
Yes, I said.
Next up is the Pearl.
Yeah. She's too old in age.
Really? Because Sally Longarm felt silly.
Sally Longarm doesn't have the cool aesthetic of having a pearl for a face helmet.
True.
But it's so
Yeah, so
cute.
she steals pearls exclusively.
Oh my
What else he does?
Yes.
Oh gosh. Beware!
You have been warned.
uh,
You have been warned.
Found yourself in the sights of the pearl.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Oh my goodness, she's so corny.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Alright. We already did Candle Witch and Detonator Woman. Next up is Queen Cranium.
Yeah, what if it's a pretty girl with no face?
Uh,
Oh wow.
shouldn't she have, like, eyes? Shouldn't she have, like, eyes?
No.
Well, then how's she supposed to see?
With her brain.
Well then. That's all I'll say.
Maybe she has cameras.
I guess.
I just, for the last 3 hours, was just like, let's just have, like, some goofy villains, you know? You know, like,
You know, I think she would be a fun like rival villain for my character, the Cube.
The
Cube.
Yeah, the Cube and
Yeah.
Curse's brain.
The Rubik's Cube versus the brain.
Oh.
The Cube is just a Rubik's Cube in a robot body.
That's funny.
Well then.
Mad scientist.
Okay. And lastly, Miss Drill Master.
Drill Master!
Whoa.
She can become a drill.
The master of drills, no less.
Yes.
Oh
You
my.
know what? I did the name Drill Master because Master can be used by males or females.
Hmm.
Well, first off, that name is a mouthful. I would have stuck with either Miss Drill or Drill Mistress. Secondly, I find it funny how...
See, you would say mistress, I would say master. Because girls can be masters too.
Alright, anyways. I find it funny that how you made this character with a drill head, and then probably like few months later, we would get Super Mario Bros. Wonder with the drill mushroom.
You're stealing my ideas.
They stole your idea, man.
I mean, to be fair, they in Super Mario Galaxy 2 they introduced a drill item, which I'm sure must have had some inspiration to the drill mushroom.
No, Nintendo stole my ideas.
Oh my god.
You should sue them.
Yeah, I would. And I'll lose. The 10 ninjas will slash my code.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's what happens when you mess with Nintendo. Alright. Now we're getting to the Universal Tournament arc.
Oh, I love the Universal Tournament art.
So first,
Fantastic.
we have Steel Shinobi. This was...
Steel Shinobi.
This is a good ninja design. I like the whole cyborg aesthetic.
I like her. I think it works well for her. I like the armor. I like the little ears.
I like the antennae ears, the pink scarf, the kunai hip chain. You know.
Works well. I like
Yeah. Yeah. Just the antenna. And also the pink scarf, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good design.
it. Well done.
Yes. I think she's the first character to be shown in the comic.
Mm-hmm.
Or she's fighting with a future character later on. This is the first time I started drawing men into the character option. myself the nail design. Because people ask me if I can.
Alright. We already did Plant Boy and 15 Love, so the next one is Lady Void.
I hate picking it up. I hate your stuff.
What?
Well, why don't you talk about her first, and then I'll talk about like some of the things I want to do with this character.
Lady Void was again. Lady Void is one of those classic costume designs. The purple and black with the Batik symbiote. And the shadow effects, I really like using the outlines of purple and black to kind of make it look cool, the constructs. And I love drawing the Afro style hair, basically, with the eyeline.
It looks good.
For me,
It looks cute.
it's a really good design. It's a really happy design. So I'm like, again, not a leotard design. I kind of want to have some more variations, basically, but yeah.
It's good.
Iron.
Yeah, so I have a few plans in mind for her. She will probably show up later on, like pretty decent amount of later on. Although I might hit at her sooner. I have a bit of a surprise because I already have an idea of like her family and how they relate to the comic. But she is going to be a hero for sure. And I have considered using her in the superhero school in the comic. So, but as far as she goes, she has very similar powers to one of the other characters that I already have, Midnight. So it will be interesting to have them interact eventually in the story.
Interesting. She looks like Unique Williams if she got shadow powers and wore a costume that looks like the biker suits in Mario Kart.
I don't know. I didn't know the biker suits are bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just the way that it's designed or colored.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the stripes and everything, it does kind of look like the racing suit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes when she shows up in my comic, though.
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah,
next.
I already do have a plan for her.
Next is, this guy.
JJ's
Oh,
character.
yes.
I love this guy. I love this guy.
Yeah, he's fun. I like him.
He's gonna
Yeah.
blow up the planet.
Oh my god.
I like to make him into like kind of an anti-villain. A guy who basically inherited an empire, who just wants to protect his empire at all costs. Maybe go to an invasion or something like that.
So basically Magneto. In a way.
No. No.
Not really.
I'm not sure who I could actually compare with. Like,
There's Black Adam, if you know him from the comics. There's also Doctor Doom, but he's not the leader in some ways.
yeah,
Um,
he's you could say he's Doctor Doom, but just not the leader.
Hey, Iron.
Yes.
Iron. The Centurion is my version of Gladiator from Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has the cosmic suns on his head. He has the Black Ranger. It's either the Gold Ranger from Power Rangers, or is it the Black Ranger? I couldn't remember from Mighty Morphin.
I don't know. I never got to watch the Power Rangers. I remember them, but I never got to really watch them.
That's where his main design comes from, is the Sentai stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think the Sentai stuff is really cool. Like I said, I just never got to watch it.
Yeah. It's just that aesthetic stuff, like, yeah. But again, I love his character, because he wants to blow up the planet when the tournament's being held, because he realized how dangerous this multiversal faction is to his empire. That's what he believes.
defend his empire.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Atomic Wizard, or Nuclear Wizard.
What do you fired? Atomic Wizard, or the Nuclear Wizard, or whatever he changes his name to be at the moment.
I believe we were going with Nuclear Wizard.
Yeah.
Well,
There was some minor confusion on that, but Nuclear Wizard, I believe, was what we ended up settling on.
So the main inspiration is the Manhattan Project, and Oppenheimer's like quote that of what the atomic bomb is. I am now death, destroy our worlds. This kind of spawns into kind of origin why they made him Indian in all the sense as his nationality. And his abilities coming from the atomic energy and able to manipulate the atomic energy, radiation, and molecules. My interpretation why. Iron now bought this character and he can do what he wants from it. And he can explain what he likes.
So, Nuclear Wizard, I really like his Doctor Strange aesthetic a lot. I think it looks good on him. I think it plays well to his being able to transmute and control matter and atomic energy. Both of them make him a pretty heavy hitter. I already have him assigned to a team, and he has actually made an official appearance so far.
yes, in the comic that Impel did for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That little glimpse that we had at him. He is a very useful character because whenever ISIA, the International Security and Intelligence Agency, needs to cover something up, he can rebuild buildings, just basically convert them back to what they were at the molecular level. He's very smart.
Whoa.
And very capable.
Pretty powerful.
He can also just like disintegrate you if he, decides to. So, best not to mess with him.
Interesting.
Obviously, he's not physically strong, but his power is basically.
And he doesn't need to be strong. When you can disintegrate somebody with your mind, do you really need to be that strong?
Only if you can catch him off guard.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
All right.
He can be one-shotted by Bill if Bill is fast enough.
Bill could pretty much one-shot anybody if he's fast enough.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Arctic Queen.
Arctic Queen won her match against won her match against the Centurion.
No, she looks pretty cool.
She's cute.
They won her match against the Imperium Enforcer because the Imperium Enforcer did not show up.
Yeah, he was too busy fighting the Arbiter, Mr. Liberty, and the other heroes.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Hey, did Greninja ever speak up about the Arbiter joining that group? Did he comment on that?
Yeah, of course, because they look cool.
Okay. He never said anything to me, so, I was just curious if he said anything.
Arctic Queen has the ability to create snowmen. She has a polar bear. She's able to create an army, basically kind of Ice King power levels.
The Ice King!
Ice King.
That's fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Why does she have no clothes if she lives in the snow? Because I think that's funny. She has the Eskimo skin tone.
The cold doesn't bother her anyway.
She's cold-blooded.
Would I have given her a cape? Maybe, but you know.
Yeah, that would have made her more interesting.
A fur-lined cape would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe she just doesn't wear it all the time. Maybe whoever bought her will give her a fur-lined cape.
Yeah.
Alright. Next is Amydillo's.
A chubbier character design I decided to do. He has the ability of all armadillos and everything along with it, so she can dig. She can form into a ball. She has.
You know the funny thing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what's the funny thing?
After seeing her in the comic, I actually wanted to buy her character and put her in my comic, but I was too late.
Yeah.
Just saying.
She's one of the characters that did not get sold off initially because, well, it's kind of a weird, kind of nerdy design. The reason why she wears glasses is because most armadillos have bad eyesight.
Hmm.
And, well, I felt really bad, so I decided to write a little comic where two characters who did not get sold are best friends, basically, and try to hype her up. And the kind of the meta narrative is that, like, oh, no one's gonna like me because I look so weird, but the other her friend says, oh, don't worry about that. The thing you need to do is you need to love yourself before you start giving love to others. You know, sometimes some people just need a hug, you know, when you're like low moments.
Yeah.
So does
Very,
this
very uplifting.
Yeah. She got bought off by a fetish artist.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Have they done anything with her yet?
I need to check.
Well then.
What do you guys think?
You don't want to hear what I think.
Go ahead.
Well,
Let's hear it.
This character is a waste of time and space.
Why?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Come on, you can't just leave it there.
Exactly, even with the little comic I did with her,
Yes.
so later. Wow.
You can't just leave it like that, Otaku. Come on, explain why you don't like her.
She is a waste of time and space. Because that time and space could have been put to Spectra. Or No, actually not Karmacaster.
Why is she a waste of time, though?
It's a waste of Impel's time.
I don't think so. He enjoyed drawing her, didn't he? Don't you, Impel?
Oh, I did. And she had she has 5 pages of comics where she and the other one are. She has 3 pages where she got to interact with people, so she got a cool character.
And those 3 pages could have been used for Spectra.
So?
Okay, I'm done. Let's move on. Next up is Bailey Blaze.
Another character I kind of ended up liking after Impel posted the comics.
Honestly, yeah, the comics really does push people to buy. They basically like these characters, you know?
Hmm.
I agree.
Well, it's a good idea. It's a really good idea.
So why the blazing feet?
Basically, she's a fighting character.
Hmm.
When she gets amped up, she's able to produce flames because she kicks so hard.
Oh.
She has this aura of fighting. Her aura is very fiery. So it's not basically hot. It's supposed to signify some sort of energy.
Hmm.
I like
Yeah. Yeah. Also, you can see her bronze.
She feels like the type of character that Captain Gaslight would hit on, but her only response is, smacking him with her feet. And even Like, no matter how hard she tries to, like, burn him, Captain Gaslight's like, you know I made a fire, so it doesn't hurt, right?
No, you break his face because it was just breaking your face.
Yeah, but it's not gonna... Like, he's not gonna melt or anything, because he is made of fire.
Lame. You destroys her clothes, so he's naked. So basically, his like weird mask thing, he kicks right through it, and now it's like he doesn't have his mask is like inside of his head.
Alright. Next up is Blindside. Don't worry, we already did Mineral Maiden, so... I really like the costume. It's really nice. I should use that more often for other characters.
Blindside is my Pink Daredevil character.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to using her. She's probably going to be another one of those heroes that shows up in the Hero School arc. And the reason why she's blindfolded, I've decided, is she can see too well, and she gets overwhelmed with how powerful her senses are. She has to limit her senses just to be able to function properly. Otherwise, she gets massive headaches.
Ah, I see.
There's isn't there like a syndrome? There's like a real-life syndrome of that.
As a matter of fact, hypersensitive.
Epileptic.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's hypersensitive. She has to blind herself like that in order to function. Put it that way.
Right, it's an interesting
She
concept.
knows where everything is. Based on her hearing and everything, and the rest of her senses, she knows where everything is. Just with her sight eliminated, she can see a lot better. Also, she does probably wear earplugs to reduce her hearing a bit.
Wow. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So if she's really hypersensitive, if she got like maybe like got bump in like somewhere in like the arm, would it actually really hurt?
It would, but considering how her senses are, you would have to work really hard to actually hit her.
I see that.
Necro Girl.
That's also why she uses those tonfas to hit things.
Alright.
Instead of her fists.
Next is
Ah,
Girl.
the
Basset.
character that got away, Bastet.
The character that got away.
I was so disappointed that this character,
Got snatched away.
yeah, I was very disappointed.
Bass is based on the Egyptian character Bass, and she has golden claws that she slashes. She's a bit of a glam girl, in my opinion. Long-lived and has strong opinions of the Universal Tournament. And the only reason why she joined is out of fear. They realize even with her strength, she is nothing compared to the Warden Citadel. But she was interested in coming in, and she realized that she's vastly outmatched compared to the Warden Citadel.
Okay.
And because of that, her own powerless, it makes her angry. She's one of the few characters that realize there's combat outside of the planet.
What, you mean the fighting going on outside? Like with
Yeah, she realized. Yeah, she's one of the few characters that notices it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't find it. Don't have much to say.
Why? Because she's animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, you hate Egyptians.
Okay, you know what? I'll say this.
God.
You know what? I'll say this. She looks like Misfortune from Skullgirls. There. And Misfortune's not a bad character. I do like her.
Yes.
Alright. Next up is Infantry Girl.
Infantry girl, able to produce any weapon. and she eats bullets. And she had a 10-page fighting scene for no reason, because I just liked the design and stuff and had a cool idea. Yeah, and she had a cool moment in where all the patriotic characters that could fit in one page saluted at the same time during Veterans Day.
Yeah, that was a fun page. I like that page.
Yes.
So I actually drew a fan art of this character. I pretty much kept her true to form. Because I...
You actually even a turrets on her head, you kept that.
Yeah. So yeah, I had her interact with Detonator Woman because both of them use explosives. And yeah, she kind of gives me like Artoria Pendragon vibes. Especially with how you characterize her.
Yeah, even in the comic, like her personality is like Arturia.
Yeah, she's very like, you know, she's very like neutral, very cool personality.
Yeah, I like where she's like requesting different weapon levels.
Yeah.
You know, and then she goes full annihilation.
Yes, yeah, she blew Cyborg up.
That was cool. Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next. But by Hardmark, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Next up is Dr. Toxicant.
Dr. Toxicant, by German Beauty.
Yes.
I didn't even know she was German.
Well, I didn't know either until I started writing her.
Oh my god. Okay, anyways.
Yes, Dr. Toxicant, the poison master. Basically, she has like the scarecrow injection hands. She has infinite knowledge on people's biology and is able to make a toxin specifically for them. A very sinister type of character.
Is it pronounced poison or poison?
It is pronounced whatever you think it is, Mr. German man. And then I write her with a German accent, which JJ hates.
I don't hate the German accent. What are you talking about?
Oh my god, you tell me not to do it.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, tell me I should not do accents in the comic.
I do remember that. You got.
No. It's no. What I'm trying to say was, it's when you're writing a comic, you can introduce like a character with an accent, but sometimes, like after you introduce them with an accent, you have to write them normally, because you already give the idea that they actually have an accent. It can be really difficult to read, like, when it's all like an accent.
Yeah. I'll say this. She's an inferior version of Chemical Woman. That's all.
Why are you going? Oh no, JJ.
But why is she an inferior character to Toxic Woman?
Chemical Woman. Well, I feel like... I'm assuming that the inspiration for Toxicant came from Viper from Valorant. Which is actually the inspiration I used for Chemical Woman.
Mine looks like a woman.
Oh, damn.
Mine looks like a woman. You look like a girl. Mine looks like a woman. You looks like a little girl.
She's a lady.
Okay, well, anyways. Next up is Spectra. No, I'm kidding.
Claws keep coming out here.
I'm kidding. It's Joro Gumo, aka Nylon Woman and Threadman's possible cousin.
Jorogumo, based on Japanese yokai, and she had the kimono. and the eyes for it. Nothing much, I could do it. I just like the pose, I drew it. Iron hasn't been out, so.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Dorogumo, I have a couple of plans for her. She's going to be a villain.
All right.
And yeah, she's what you would call a chimera alpha human.
Oh.
So she's the result of one of Dr. Monroe's experiments.
Can she spin webs?
I actually just rewatched the episode of Batman Beyond that I sort of take inspiration from here, which is called Spliced.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It's the episode where people just become furries.
Can she spin webs? Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. No, yeah. She definitely feels like some stiff competition for Nylon Woman.
She's going to be a somewhat smug kind of character.
Oh boy.
And yes, those two eyes, they do work.
Oh.
So she's got 4 eyes.
Impel, I got one question. Did you base this character on anyone?
Yes, I think it was Pokemon Erica.
Oh.
Oh, because
The gym leader, Erica.
because recently we watched an isekai anime.
This is before that, man. Calls before that. She was the one that from the Isekai anime. She has a really great design. This is before it.
So, here's one question. How would you deal if your audience actually have arachnophobia?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't draw her full spider, so she's just like because she's a girl. But the arachnophobia stuff, I don't know. I'm not Lethal Company in which I could insert a spider as the model. So I guess.
Yeah,
I
there'd
don't-
be an arachnophobia mode where she just becomes more of a
More like a spider.
Yeah, just don't text. Just said spider.
Okay. There could be a funny thing where if she goes full on spider mode, there's a version of the comic for arachnophobia which blurs her out. I think that'd be fun.
What? You mean if I make her more spider-like?
No, if either of us if ever I make this character again, I'm going to have an arachnophobia version in which it just blurs her spider form out. That's just it. And in the
For all
title
the
is
people who are afraid
spider.
For all the people who are afraid of spiders,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
that would be something.
Yes.
Wait, how many people are afraid of spiders in general? Let me check.
Alright, it's a common phobia.
It is a comic.
There's
Hold on, let me check.
Well, I can say that Nylon Woman does share the same mythology that this character has, which is why I made that little sketch of them together.
Right.
And yeah. The only difference between them is that Nylon Woman has really small boobs because she's probably like the youngest female superhero in my roster. Actually, not really. Well, she isn't really a superhero. She is a phantom thief. But like, it's supposed to be ironic.
So around 9% of people buy this actually afraid of spiders.
Man.
Yes, it's no wonder like there's like some games that actually have like a censorship for, spiders. Imagine just like playing a game and you can never like play it properly because giant spiders.
Man, imagine if you play Minecraft and you go down in a cave and you see a fucking spider and you're like, oh, I can't play this game anymore! The spiders give me nightmares.
To be fair, the spiders in Minecraft, if they take you by surprise, can be pretty, shocking.
Yeah, they're pretty annoying. Anyways, next up is Love.
Elastic hippie character carried by her aesthetic of being a hippie. Actually, there's a funny story about this, JJ, where Aardvark drew this, thinking it was your character.
Oh yeah, would you go explain that?
Yeah.
Or is it gonna bother you?
So yeah, I got sniped. I think the reason, or maybe I would have like noticed it earlier, but I think the problem is because my notifications is the more restrictive. Yeah, because my notifications like it actually blocks out like people who don't use like the default profile. So, and that person who bought Love actually has like the default like Twitter profile.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, he got butthurt also, what I heard.
Yeah.
Because, well, to be fair, it is kind of like they bought a character and then someone else is being players are having it. It got all sorted out. But, funny story with this one.
Yeah, it's just a shame that like he what's his name, the Armadillo Man,
Aardvark?
Aardvark, yeah, he did this as a present for me, but he didn't know that like she's not my character.
I know.
Yeah.
Next time.
I don't have much to say about this character. She is what she is.
You don't like hippies?
No, in fact, like, I had, like, a friend who was a hippie. There's not really much to say. Like, she is what she is. And,
It's a Scooby-Doo design. Yes.
I'll give you that.
alright. Next is Endris, the Red Ox Dragon.
Andronus, yes.
She looks like like someone who's maybe equal to Dragon Girl. Like in terms of power, just anything with dragon power is powerful.
Yeah, she's pretty strong. Actually, Raisha, Redbird, he actually made her younger sister.
And
It's available on DeviantArt. I can look.
yeah, Idris is a Chinese aesthetic dragon with an Eastern, well, Western-like form, based on the Ox King from Journey to the West.
So that's why she feels like Bowser. Because that's what Bowser is based on.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I haven't spoken so much about her because of Iron's character thing about it, but yeah. Great character.
There you go. So, Raisha and I were kind of cooking, and we came up with a younger sister for her. Right there.
Let me
I
get it.
sent it to you in the chat.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah. Jing Wen.
Interesting.
So she's Indranus's younger sister, and she becomes Great Lakes City's resident heroine. Yeah, and Indranus, she's actually more of a neutral character, but leans towards villain as far as everything goes. You know how dragons are typically with golden hordes and stuff like that. So yeah, she does do some robberies and stuff like that. She is kind of a villain.
Now that's
the
low.
Will eventually encounter her.
Alright. Interesting. Next is
She is pretty strong.
Balbina.
Balbina. Demonic prince of warrior princess who made her father into her shield.
Because why not?
So I bought her very late.
Interesting.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, everybody slept on this one.
But I am thinking like where to actually fit her in my setting. So there's two ways that fit her. She could either be like, well, there's no demons in like Irish like mythology. It's a bit strange. She could be like, maybe I could make her a space demon.
Yeah, that could work.
Space.
Interesting.
Make her a space alien.
Yeah. Very scary space demon.
I
Interesting.
like it. You should do that.
I do know that Baal is the name of a demon lord. I did a whole culture shock video about that for Inazuma, because Baal is one of the names that the Raiden Shogun goes by, which is
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Her side's like it's a very tiefling design.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
All right. Next is Kimori.
Or my friend likes to pronounce it the spontaneous teleportation through smoke, and for the longest time, that was her name placeholder, which is just her power.
Okay.
Yes, so she's able to teleport only if there's smoke through smoke, basically, and she appears. Yeah, another ninja character using smoke bombs is honestly her main thing. Tiny, small, the hullabaloo.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I didn't have Knife Hand, Yo-Yo Lady, or made Shuriken Maiden, I probably would have bought this character, and you're gonna hate me for this, Impel, I would have made her Elastic. Because, like, the whole smoke bomb teleportation thing would be too much of a one-trick pony. So,
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it could be fun.
like, she would...
Because,
I mean, like, maybe...
Nightcrawler's teleports, and that's his main power.
Yes, but... Like, when you compare to, like, my other characters, at least back before I got Knife Hand, like, there'd usually be some more interesting gimmick. But, yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Next up is Madame Fume.
Madame Fume, yes.
Oh.
French, gaseous form, and poison control.
I didn't even know. What was the inspiration?
Yeah, she has, and she has that witch folk aesthetic. Yeah, not much. I think she's cute. I think her face is based on a witch from Soul Eater.
Yeah. She's based off of Blair, isn't she?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Gosh, I haven't heard anybody reference Soul Eater in forever.
Yeah.
She feels
Feel
like
old, Impel.
she feels like an alternate version of Miasma, one of your characters.
Definitely. Kind of French version of it.
All right. Next is where's she? Sephrina.
Yes, another ninja type character, except with lizards. The lizard aesthetic.
Okay.
Yeah. She has the power to control lizards. All lizards. Lizard aspect. Ninja. She can camouflage her body because she's a lizard.
Better hope she never finds a dinosaur.
She was, yes, she was sold for $100.
Wow, cool. Who bought her?
Yeah.
If you don't mind saying.
Oh, I need to check.
Honestly, similar with Kimori, I would have bought her, and she probably would have been what Madame Foil is. But she'd be more snake-themed.
Hey, look, Otaka does like some animal-themed characters.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, that's a shocker.
That's at least because there's... You know what, never mind. I'm not gonna explain it.
No, go ahead, explain. I want to hear this.
Because at least there'll be some Japanese mythology behind it.
Well, what about cat girls or tanuki girls? Like, they would be, Japanese.
Okay, let's not go too far with the whole girl thing.
I'm just saying.
There is cat.
Kind of a Japanese
There are cat girls in Japan.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, Nekomimi.
Nekomata.
Yeah, Persona taught me that.
Okay. Who bought this character?
Bubblegum Gamer.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright. Next is Dreamwalker.
Oh yes. Actually, she was the last to be sold.
I think she's kind of interesting. I kind of slept on her, but I'm kind of thinking now she would have been a fun character to have.
Dreamwalker has the interesting ability to invade people's minds and basically summon people from people's memories.
Really?
That's one.
Yes. Yeah. Through that little smoke in her head, she's able to... If people have a memory of a dead character, she can basically revive that character based on someone's memories.
Interesting.
Yeah.
She looks like one of the Pokemon.
Yeah, no.
What?
Yeah, Natsu. Natsu.
Is that what it's called? I don't know Pokemon. But yeah, that's what she looks like.
I don't believe you.
No.
I believe you're a Pokemon fan.
I'm not. I don't like Pokemon.
And then you got turned off how toxic people became.
Well, you know what? I like seeing people complain about Pokemon. I.e. Arlo.
And anytime someone says they love Pokemon, you just like your butthole cringes a bit. I hate people.
Okay, moving on. Ace of Spade.
Love this design. I had fun with it.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah. I think Iron bought her. Ace of Spades, which is a fun design. It's actually Iron. Do you know Twin Peaks?
I don't actually.
Oh, that's sad. Well, in Twin Peaks, there's this like, there's a casino where all the girls have card themed costumes, and they're like showgirls. That's where the main inspiration for these costumes design came from.
Hmm.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
So what do you plan on doing with her, Iron?
So she's actually going to be a Joker-esque character, or I guess more like Harley, in
Interesting.
the sense that she's gonna have those card-themed heist type, crimes. And the funny thing is, she's actually the daughter of a very wealthy, like businessman, and she actually has 3 other sisters that may show up later. Impel and I kind of talked about that.
Well.
About having 3 other sisters that are based off of the other aces in the deck of cards.
So like, Clover, Diamond, and Heart, right?
Clover is a club, so Ace of Clubs,
Oh.
Ace of Heart, and Ace
Yes.
of Diamond. Yeah. So she's actually like, see, because her dad is actually a crime boss as well. He just also has a successful side business.
Interesting.
So her sisters are based off of the other suites. But we'll see her eventually.
Interesting. Alright, next up is, Magnum. I'm sure Impel is...
Magnum. Dude, I love design.
Of course you do.
Why not? Look at it. It's fucking straw. Look at his Magnum Enforcer fist. Omega strength. Powers. Every time you punch, it's the strength of a Magnum bullet. Oh, I love it. It has that retro design, basically.
Man,
You can tell he punches meteors.
I don't doubt that.
He's something. Who bought him? Was that JJ?
No, not me.
Oh, really? I thought you bought him.
Nope, not me.
JJ's like, do I look like the type of person that would buy this type of character?
What is
I
wrong
don't know.
with
He
this
really
character?
did kind of like JJ's character. Go ahead. Yeah.
What is wrong with this character? Talk to
Nothing. In fact, I'm gonna be honest, I was thinking about buying this character, but I decided not to, because I lost interest.
What were you gonna do with it if you got it?
I don't know, probably be like another villain. I really don't remember. I just know I was gonna buy him.
Fair.
So do we know who bought him?
Yeah, it was a Shine Force story, or the end.
Yeah.
Often regular in these auctions.
Alright.
Hey, Impel, speaking of the auctions, when I do mine, will you announce me so that, people know that?
I'll help announce.
Of course.
Okay, next is Chakram.
Chakram, Psychic Blades. The Psychic Blades girl with the version things. Had a small fight with the Nuclear Wizard and Lady Void.
She did indeed.
Yes.
Actually, Iron, didn't you buy this character, or am I misremembering?
No, you remember correctly. I did buy her.
Oh, yes. Because, like, she was in, the comic that Impel did, right? With,
Yes.
Mr. Liberty.
Yep. Sure was.
Ah.
She was. No, she's not.
Oh, really?
That's a different
No, wait,
character.
she wasn't. That's a different character.
Oh, okay.
You're right. My bad. I was thinking of the comic that he did where she fought Nuclear Wizard and
Lady Void.
Okay.
No, she hasn't appeared yet in the comics, but she will eventually.
Alright. I get the whole, Chakram concept. Gaijin Goomba did a Culture Shock video on that with Ninjara. Yeah. Yeah, because in ARMS, Ninjara has the chakrams.
Yeah.
So yeah. Next up is Novella.
Can you guys read what she does, by the way?
She shoots her failed novels at you.
Oh man.
She reminds me of the classic anime Read or Die, and I love it.
Yeah.
Really?
Is that where you got the idea from?
No, not particularly. I've not seen Read or Die. Is that the one where they have paper control?
Yes. It's great.
I have heard of it. I've seen like clips, but I have not watched it.
Like it's called Read or Die, and the actual like the title is R.O.D. Read or Die.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
So
great.
Novella is a struggling writer, by the way. She constantly writes horrible, like trashy romance or anything that she likes, which doesn't get sale, and she has the power to become paper. The sexy librarian, someone told me, look, with her virgin killer sweater.
I dig it. Virgin killer sweater with a cape.
Yes. No, that's just that's not like, when you have like a jacket, but you decide not to put it over your shoulder.
Gotcha.
Honestly, if I bought this character, she probably would have been a one-off villain in Volume 2, where, like, before Volume 2, she works for Grump Corp, which is the company that Aaron Heckler, aka King Ego, the villain in Volume 1, runs. And, after the fall, after Aaron gets arrested, Grump Corp goes out of business, but, and yeah, she's, like, struggling, but then, Avian Flyer would eventually recruit her into, Project Luna, and she would basically get her powers, but she, like, rushes off before she would get fine-tuned, and basically try to destroy Rider Media to exact her revenge. But because of how, lame her powers are, being that she's made of paper and stuff, like, she would just be a complete pushover. And that would be... it would be kind of sad.
You need to watch Read or Die.
I think she can beat up Tsunami Man. I think that's her power scale. She's above.
No, it would be the other way around, because he's made of water! Like, she would get soggy, torn, burnt up, or even blown away!
I think Tsunami Man would be soaked up by all that paper, and so he should be stuck in all that paper, and she would, like, laugh, and she would beat him up. I think that's just... I'm the creator. I think that's just on the power scale.
Impel? Did you fail science class?
No, did you not know how soaking water works?
Oh my god. Alright, anyways. Next up, the Time Oracle.
Delphina,
the Time Oracle.
she is an important character to the Universal Tournament, or she was supposed to be. I think she still is.
So,
She is a time god. Yes. She is a newly informed time god. So every time a new universe is made, time becomes, and therefore creates a individual that watches over it. And the Ordnance Citadel created a new universe for this tournament, and she was birthed from that creation. So when she's witnessing time itself, she sees this tournament being withheld.
Interesting.
Yeah.
She reminds me of Silthis from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
The chair is an homage to Metatron from DC.
Or also the Observers, or something like that.
You mean the Watcher?
The Watcher. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Watcher.
Other watchers. Yeah.
Hmm.
They have big baby heads.
Okay. Next is
If she sees the future, if she sees the future, would she see like the future, or just like many possibilities of future?
She sees the incoming tragedy that's coming from the Universal Tournament. The fractures coming towards it, and she sees how she explains the event that's gonna happen is called the Shattered Worlds.
But she still can't see the cinnamon sugar taste of why kids like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
oh my god.
No, she does. Only if she experienced it, yes.
So are we gonna see her in the next Universal Tournament comic with
You're gonna see her with a bunch of important characters from different worlds, yes.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, next is Erebus the magician.
Erebus is based on the Egyptian god of knowledge, basically. So he has the Egyptian theme. It's an ibis, which is a bird, and is a wizard, a magician. He has the orb, which creates magic.
Hmm.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm back. Just gonna get ready.
All right.
I just love birds, man.
Of course you do.
Cool, did you know? Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Sunray.
Life
That's
hours.
JJ to leave. Didn't JJ buy Sunray?
No, it was actually someone else.
Hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Sunray is one of those characters where I just like I need to draw black guys.
Okay.
So given like the power armor, sun powers, has a mechanical eye to shoot laser beams.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like he's.
Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
Sorry.
I feel like he would be the type of character that would like try to hit on Photon Woman, but she would obviously not be interested in him.
Why not? He has the Riz.
Because
He has
Photon
the
Woman.
Riz, man. He has the Riz.
Photon Woman. Photon Woman.
Any learned in anyone called Kawaii.
Hey, Impel, you could say he's putting on the Riz.
Oh my
Yes.
god. Photon Woman is probably not interested in OP characters.
That's okay.
Oh.
He can hang out with Solaris.
Yes.
Yeah, he's within the level, basically. Strong enough to fight in space.
Makes him pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Still an interesting design. Next is Silly. Now, Impel, be honest with me. Did you take inspiration from Prank Lady? Because Silly certainly has those vibes.
No, I just look at those toys, which has like the toys.
The sticky hands
Prank Lady
one?
doesn't have Prank Lady doesn't even have a face. She has a mask.
Yeah.
Silly is based on the Silly String toys.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I first saw her, I'd assumed that you took inspiration from her,
Uh-huh.
which is why I drew that sketch. But the person who bought her apparently is making her a hero. But yeah, it is very interesting. All right, next we did Salamander, so next up is Vortex.
Vortex, that's iron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Yeah.
The wind.
Are you gonna explain a little bit about her before I talk about her, Impel?
Vortex is, again, one of those, like, ninja adjacent characters because of her scarf.
Really?
Would have been one of the ninja adjacent characters. I needed a Wind Elemental, and I thought that'd be cool. Every time I draw Wind, I see green, and it's aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Yeah. Actually, Vortex
Vortex has shown up in the recent Universal as a background
Yeah.
Easter egg as one of the Universal Tournament.
She showed up? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't see her. Must have missed her.
Must have been because of the gray.
So, as far as Vortex goes, you remember I was talking about that magic, that superhero school?
Yeah.
That's where I've got her planned.
I see.
So it'll be a while before she shows up. But yeah, that's where I wanted to put her. Oh, yeah, there she is. Cool. And hey, and there's Novella.
Of that. Yeah. Cool.
I mean, Impel, if you wanted to make her more ninja, as I said, like, you should have given her a...
She's a ninja adjacent. It's not really that she is a ninja, she's just an aesthetics.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, so we did Elastique. Next is Meteor Man. Let me guess, Impel. This guy's based on the Big Daddy from BioShock.
Who's that?
Wait, really? You don't know what... You don't know BioShock? You don't know the Big Daddy? Please tell me you're fucking with me.
I'm looking this up right now. Yeah. No, that is not.
Oh. Well, color me surprised. Well, what is he inspired by?
He would have been Mega Man.
Mega Man? Wait,
Oh, cool.
really? It doesn't give me that
Do you not
vibe.
see the Do you not see the blaster arm?
I mean, yes.
He's also Dead Space, the main guy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the yelling guy, Isaac.
Isaac, the guy from Dead Space. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's quite funny in the second game because he keeps swearing a lot.
Yeah, he's a blaster astronaut. By the way.
Could
Okay.
you almost call him a blasternaut?
I love the name Blasternaut. It's such a great name.
I don't know if you guys remember, but Blasternaut was the hero of Math Blaster, and just showing
I
up
see.
here because Math Blaster is over 30 years old. So
Gotcha.
yeah, but yeah, Math Blaster was fun.
Okay.
I can't hear anymore, but bless you.
Oh,
Space Game
I actually,
characters.
I bought him actually.
Oh, really,
Wait,
JJ?
you bought Meteor Man?
Yeah, I did. Didn't.
Why is this surprising you, Impel?
Because JJ really likes my space theme characters for some reason.
Of course he does. He's got Star Wizard and Andromeda.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Killing me, Smalls.
You know, here's the thing.
If you guys notice, in the recent auctions, there's actually a story bio for each of the characters,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them are related to each other.
Yeah.
A lot of them are related to each other, or know each other.
Huh.
Yeah. The main descriptions are in DeviantArt because I couldn't fit it into the
Twitter.
Twitter stuff. But
Yeah.
In the DeviantArt stuff, there's more story for each, and there's a lot more character in each of the DeviantArt descriptions.
Is this for the new one or for
The new one.
The
first
new ones. The new ones. The new ones.
Okay.
They even have designations of universe now. 9, 2, 3, 4, and 6. I mean, 10.
Interesting.
Yeah. So one day when we do that, it's be prudent to read the descriptions.
All right.
so were these little stories canon?
Until they're bought, anyone can do whatever they want with them.
Because I remember because I've recently bought plenty by my new character the arena
Yeah.
and you have a little backstory where like
from a space kingdom, but she defected and become the secret agent. There's some rebellion going on in that universe.
Alright, well,
Nice.
I feel like I should probably type in the backstories for the characters that I bought.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Otherwise, that's it. Meteor Man is a astronaut with a gun.
Alright, JJ, what do you plan on doing with this character?
Thing is that I'm thinking of, he is, I'm gonna put like a bit of like a sci-fi like spin to it. Like, he is actually one of the, let's say like, he sort of like worked like, my version of NASA essentially. Like, just like exploring like space, essentially, getting like rare like asteroid materials, and just meeting up with aliens stuff.
Interesting.
So yeah, my setting is gonna involve like aliens, but a lot.
Alright. Next up is Gallant, which I believe belongs to Iron.
You would be correct.
Alright, Impel, what's the inspiration behind her?
Gallant is a fencer. I love musketeer aesthetics, and she's based on a more modern fencing attire with the colors and stuff. Otherwise, for me, in my interpretation, she has no powers. She is generally a swordswoman.
Alright, Iron.
That changed, though, with Iron Butter.
It did change a bit. She is actually a wielder of one of the seeds of Rizia.
What does that say?
So, to explain that a little bit further, in my universe, there are these magic rocks, mana stones, basically, that have been formed into mana batteries to store magic, and the seeds of Rizia are basically these really, really, really powerful batteries that grant powers to their owners. And if you're familiar with Eris, she actually has one of them. That's where she got her armor and her hammer.
I see.
So Gallant here, her fencing sword is the weapon summoned by the seed that she owns.
If I ever implement her, which I don't even know if I will do that, unless I have to do some altercations, she would probably be a friendly rival to Sword Lady, who I introduced in Volume 3.
That could be.
Is Sword Lady made out of swords?
Ha ha ha, very funny, Impel. No, I believe she's sort of like Alloy Lady, like she's made of liquid metal.
Okay. She's got a rapier.
Yeah. She's basically the Jean of the series.
One more thing to point out, as far as Gallant and Eris, really, is that they are actually what you could call magical girls in my universe.
Sweet.
Magic.
They have transformations, just like you would see in a magical girl anime.
Then I know just the inspiration for her. Anyways, next up, Undines. I believe this is also Iron's character.
Oh, he's gonna read me on this one. He's like, I know just the inspiration for her. Moving on.
Actually, I do. Let me guess. Is it Undyne from Undertale? Based on the same mythology? Wait, really?
I'm not Undyne from Undertale, no.
Oh.
It's a waterbender.
Oh, you know what? Why didn't I see it before? Okay.
It has the Katara colors.
Didn't fucking see.
Ironically, very similar to one of my characters I have already, Kaikala.
Yes,
Yeah.
tied.
Undyne will be a kind of a rival to Kaikala.
I don't know if maybe I'll implement her. I'm not sure. I'll just have to see how she plays out.
Maybe what?
I don't know if I'll implement her. I'll just have to see how she plays out.
Alright, well, we'll see. Yeah, she's gonna probably be a villain, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what Tide would have become if she went down on the wrong path.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is Phantom Fang.
Oh my.
I can hear the dislike.
I wasn't even trying to hide.
Lion Man has been one of my. I love the aesthetic of like giant, strong lion with human bodies. They're just so cool to me.
I know you fucking
Tell
do.
You really like them lion men with the Riz.
Yes.
Mm.
You know, this kind of reminds me of the Lion Man episode from Mega Man.
You know what? You're right. I forgot about that. But then again, that was a bad episode.
So, Phantom Fang is based on the Barbary lion. One of the few, it's like an extinct subspecies of lion, basically. They had like the unique features is that they were giant lions with dark fur, almost black bangs. By the way, one of the last pictures of the Barbary lions is this like sad picture of an overhead shot where there's just this one Barbary lion. They're walking in a valley, and it's again the last of its kind, solitarily. We'll never see these creatures again.
Mm.
That's dark.
It is so poetically beautiful, and also inherently sad. Seeing the last of these creatures, just like alone and isolated, traversing with this ethereal valley.
Hmm. Alright.
You're a very poetic person, Impel.
Oh, thank you.
Sometimes.
A lot of the times.
Yeah.
But yeah, by the way, he's my character. I bought him.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So what do you plan on doing with them?
It's gonna be like the Spice episode from Amydillo.
He's another Chimera Alpha human. He's gonna be another villain.
Interesting.
And that's all I can really say about it at this point.
Alright. Next up, another of Iron's spoils, Valkyrie.
Yes. Impel could talk about this one a little bit, for sure.
Valkyrie has no legs.
About her.
Wait, what? She has no...
Valkyrie has no legs.
Wait, really? Holy crap.
Look,
I did not even notice. They just look like actual feet.
no, those are of course like.
Oh.
Yeah,
They're mechanical. Look at him.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Just like another character that I have, actually.
Very true. But at least they looked like feet. Or legs.
I just thought I wanted to have horse feet for this one. It's really fun, just like, yeah, Valkyrie is based on Valkyries, basically. You can even see the Joan of Arc inspiration from Fate, with the laser wings and stuff like that. The Celtic runes on her shields. Very, mystical armor. I did a revamp sketch of it. I've heard.
Yeah, we never got around to getting the finish thing done.
I know.
And you never sent me a high resolution. You sent me like a picture of your screen.
It still looks cool though.
You sent me like a blurry picture of it, and I'm like, oh, it looks cool. And then you never finished it.
When you're working on so many things.
I was gonna pay you for it and everything, and you never finished it. Come on,
You don't want me. Are you gonna pay me now? I'll do it.
I can. Finish it. I'll pay you.
I will. Here's the thing. Honestly, I'm gonna go back
back and finish all the responsibilities I promised.
Just make sure you keep up with the comics responsibilities. I need those new pages by Thursday.
Oh my
I know,
god.
I know,
At least 2.
I know.
Alright.
But yeah, so Valkyrie, her alter ego, her secret identity, is in a wheelchair,
Okay. Makes sense.
and she is actually another wielder of the seeds of Rizia.
I imagine she must have some connection to Eris, right?
She's going to be kind of an evil version of Eris.
Really?
See the two of them fight.
Interesting.
I mean, look at her. Eris is based off of Valkyries from Norse mythology.
And
So, I know everybody says that she's based off of Thor. She's actually based off of Valkyries from the Norse mythology instead. So, the two of them. I mean, imagine like when superheroes are public, and this girl shows up, and she looks just like Eris. Like at a glance, people would think that this criminal is Eris committing crimes. So Eris is gonna have to face her.
you know what? You make a good point. If I'm gonna be honest, she reminds me of
Identity theft isn't a joke, Jim.
If I'm gonna be honest, she reminds me of one of the 30-minute Mission Sister model kits that I purchased. Here, I'll show it. It's a Far Farina. And I bought her for spare parts. But yeah, that's what Valkyrie reminded me of. So yeah. Anyways.
Very neat.
Next.
Yeah, she'll be showing up in the comic eventually.
Alright.
Not sure exactly when, but she'll show up.
Next is Sephiroth.
Oh, yes.
Impel, go ahead.
It's Seraph.
Oh,
Seraph is the term of an angel.
true.
Yeah, so mechanical angel. That's the idea I wanted to do, basically. It's just like kind of a Sentai kind of design, mechanical-wise, but has this like heavenly origin and power.
And I bought it.
Really?
What you gonna do with him, JJ?
Ooh. Maybe a space villain. He looks spooky.
Yeah.
Space.
Okay.
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid. And he just shoots you with light.
Yeah.
Oh,
One of the people that's defending the planet from Imperial Enforcer.
Well, yeah, because, he wants to win the tournament.
Alright.
The next one's I don't care for.
Yeah, I can certainly see it. Cross-dimensional kid.
No, it's more like the guy who bought them is annoying.
Oh. So what's the inspiration?
Is it the same person who bought Love?
Yeah.
Isn't this the one that got mad when I sniped? Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly sniped. Yeah, like.
I made my rules more clear, so I don't need to have the headache, okay? And I don't want fucking arguing about it. But yeah, he's annoying, and the next one is also annoying, because it's the same guy.
Hmm.
So can you tell us more about the inspiration for Cross-Dimensional Kid?
Cross-dimensional kid, I use the term kid. He has a bit of the Legion of the Legion vibes, in my opinion.
I think so.
Yeah, he's able to. He's a bit of a. I use it as a term as like a kind of a sidekick or younger hero. aesthetic, and he can teleport with his laser powers too.
Really? I
Yeah,
did not
that
notice.
could be very interesting as a fight. Teleportation, but also like the ability to punch from a distance, that kind of thing.
Yes.
That could be interesting.
So he's able to, every time he like punches forward, he can create a portal in which it punches in an unconventional position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. Next, we already did Karmic Caster. Well, wait, you said, like, someone got upset that I bought Karmic Caster from them? Is that true? Or...
No, I knew.
Oh.
This one.
Oh. So, what's her inspiration?
Chinese Kung Fu Elastic Girl.
Hmm. Interesting. Was the guy also upset that he didn't get him or her, whatever?
They just wants me to draw a free commission or something like that. This is the thing, and I agree to it.
Hmm.
She looks like she's just gonna poke you.
I'ma poke you!
Okay. The next ones are a lot of iron characters.
Oh, yes. The Taskmaster ripoff. Elita.
Yeah. Oh, right. Copy physical ability.
Yep.
Wait, does that also mean, like, copy powers?
No.
No, but she can copy their moves if they're fighting her.
Like hand to hand.
Yeah.
Or physical. So yeah, that's why she is Taskmaster ripoff. Am I wrong, Impel?
She's prettier.
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. Oh wait, Iron, what do you plan on doing with her?
Magic school, or sorry, superhero school. I keep calling it magic school. It says that.
JJ influenced you to make a magic school.
Well, I mean, it's kind of both, actually. It's a magic school and a superhero school.
I just imagine JJ, like, whispering in your ear, make a magic school, make a magic school, make Hogwarts.
Like, you're like into like Harry Potter.
That's why I said make Hogwarts.
Maybe a little bit.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
But then you're gonna have like just imagine having the like, like your version of the four like houses.
Yeah.
Did you know Taskmaster can move in impossibly fast ways?
I refuse to
By
believe.
watching, like fight scenes and fast forward, basically.
I refuse to believe.
That's
So basically, when he watches like Bruce Lee and he like increases speed fast forward, he can copy the moves in a quicker way than it's usually intended.
That's such a cheat. That's cheating.
No, it's just a fun way of how he does it. That's just fun. It's just fun. It's fun.
That's cheating. Yeah, so tell us about Red Ronin then.
Red Ronin is Sentai inspired.
He's like the Red Ranger or whatever.
Yeah.
Common Rider, I say.
Oh, fair.
Common Rider with a bit of the
The scarf.
Mortal Kombat guy. Kung Lao.
Oh, yes.
Kung Lao. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
With a bit of the Genji aesthetic from Overwatch. Yeah, there's a lot of things went into this.
I mean, this is probably a design I would have purchased, but at least for, like, Rising Ramen Heroes. But for me, like, when it comes to designing characters for Rising Ramen Heroes, I want to try and do it myself. Like, the process is usually, like, I buy a character from Impel, it's intended specifically for mysterious ramen heroes, and then when I get to the rising part, usually I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use inspiration from either Mega Man, Kamen Rider, Precure, or Gundam as a basis, and just like go from there. Like, cause Rising Ramen Heroes is kind of the, I guess to put it in American comic book terms, it's the ultimate Marvel to Mysterious Ramen Heroes, cause like Ultimate Marvel's supposed to be like a modern reimagining of like the main universe Marvel. So yeah,
Okay. Fair enough.
yeah, that's my process. Next is Catalyst.
Yeah.
Catalyst.
What's her powers? Tell me.
As I recall, she has similar powers in a way to Nuclear Wizard, sort of. She can basically transmute matter, but hers is more of a chemical type conversion, right?
Yes.
Understanding that correctly?
She's the catalyst to chemical reactions, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So she can basically do stuff like Edward Elric could in Full Metal Alchemist. That would be.
I see.
I would assume that would be kind of the stuff that she can do.
She can also slap something and it explodes.
That would be very useful.
My God.
Keep that in mind. But yeah, she'll be in the magic / superhero school.
Oh God, Impel, you're cutting out.
She can increase the letters by one. She can do a lot of things because she's the chemical reaction.
Can you repeat that, Impel? Because first part of it broke up completely. I couldn't hear you.
She can rust metal. By the way, she can boil water. She can turn water into ice and then into gas and back into water.
That could be very interesting. But yeah,
She can rust metal too. Yeah.
She's gonna be in that superhero school.
Interesting.
Superhero school time.
Next is Lady Linen.
Color soda and water.
Really?
Lady Linen has the ability to control cloth.
Interesting. There's really not much to say. Like, the design's, like, it's pretty basic.
Yeah, but it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's not overstated. It's a tad understated, but at the same time, like with the complexity of all the moving parts of this costume, it makes up for it. It'll still be tricky to draw, but it'll look really dynamic no matter what because of all the cloth. It'll be a cool design no matter what.
Although, I will say, she kind of looks like, at least the head, kind of looks like Samus Aran.
A little bit. It's the bangs.
Yeah, but it's the bangs.
The bangs and the ponytail.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, yeah, but definitely the bangs. The bangs are very Samusy.
Yeah. Alright, last but not least, Queen Voltage.
Yes.
Green voltage. Shocking powers. There's a male version in the There's a male version.
Really?
In the background.
I thought my eyes were deceiving me.
Really? Where is this?
Hold on. I'll go pull it up. It should be somewhere around. Ah, here it is.
Oh, I see him. Talking next to Erebus.
Yes.
Oh, I see you brought in, Phantom Fang.
Yes.
Cool. Oh, there's Elita.
Yep,
Yes.
talking with Locomotive, or as I've called her, Engineer Woman.
I see her. Nice, nice.
Oh, wait, is that Night and Needle?
Yep,
Yes.
right over here. I was kind of surprised as well.
I love this. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
So, McQueen Voltage.
Yes, let's go back.
Yeah, just I drew the male.
Okay, you can get to the male one later. Just talk about this version first.
Well, there's nothing too much to talk about. It's a corset. It's a Victorian style steampunk. A little bit aesthetic, a little understated.
If she was Victorian, then wouldn't she be more steampunk and more, like, focused on steam?
She would
No.
need a few more elements to the costume to be more steampunk.
Yes, like
Yeah.
goggles.
I mean, I get what you mean, but like at the same time, she's not. Just because she has a corset doesn't mean that she's necessarily steampunk.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I wasn't talking about that. I was, like, the theming. Her entire theming.
Yeah.
That's fair. But yeah, she's one of mine.
Oh. Let me guess, villain?
You did. Yep.
I was joking.
You were joking.
I didn't think-
I wasn't.
I didn't think you would be serious. Oh, okay. She's a
Why
villain.
not? Why not? You think she looks like a hero?
I mean, maybe. In your, probably your eyes.
She calls herself Queen Voltage. That's not hero behavior. That's
I have a superhero named Voltage Woman.
Hey. Wait, don't forget. We have Star-Lord as a hero.
Yeah, but he's that's Star-Lord, all right. He's special. He's a special case.
That's cool. I like when someone puts Queen or King or Master into their names and their bad people.
But I actually have a Lightning character already, so it'll
Eris.
be interesting to see the two interact eventually.
Yeah.
I can share that with you if you'd like.
Sure.
Or at least the old version of him. I have a new redesign for him, but I'll show you the original design for now. There you go.
Oh. Interesting.
And I got one more I can show you.
So, based on all my character designs, what do you think is the Impel aesthetic?
Strange.
Nice.
You know what? That's exactly what I would have to agree with.
Strange and very creative. That is your aesthetic. And also Gold and Silver Age, primarily.
Yes.
You definitely draw from the Gold and Silver Age of comics. Very bright colors, very imaginative and wacky costumes. That is your aesthetic, and it is wonderful.
Yeah, that is pretty much all of those characters from 2023. Now, if you guys don't know, Impel has an auction currently going right now. I bought 6 characters. But we will do a review of this auction, probably, like, either after or, like, maybe, like, somewhere middle, maybe, like, mid down the line? I'm not entirely sure.
Why don't we do it before it ends so I can say as a promotion?
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. We should do it. Moat the auction.
Before the auction ends. It's
It's a promotion thing, man.
Well, shouldn't it be like midway in the auction's lifespan?
I feel sooner than later, man.
Just do it like in the next few weeks. Do it now before
Yeah.
the first character auction ends on the 30th.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys want to do it right now?
No, I
Oh,
have
no,
in the morning.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
This has gone a little bit long for me. I need to get dinner and whatnot. So.
All right. Well, when we have the time to come together, we shall review
Sleep is when you sleep.
this auction. But yes, thank you guys for watching, and we shall see you all next time. Say goodbye, everybody.